I'm Rolf Hawkins, National Trainer for Pioneer Electronics. I just wanted to go over our Blu-ray line with you, give you an idea of what we're offering this year. Starting on the Pioneer line, we have our BDP 120 at $249, just recently had a price drop. Also the BDP 320 at $299. Oh, I'm sorry, $399, my bad. And what we have on board both of these here is BD Live. They both have 1 gigabyte of storage memory for BD Live content. And the way that works is on the BDP 120, the 1 gigabyte of internal storage, of storage is not internal. It comes as a 1 gigabyte flash drive. On the BDP 320, that 1 gigabyte is built in, and you also have between the two a USB port so that you can add external hard drives or flash drives if you like. So you have the capacity of unlimited storage for BD Live content. You'll never have to delete old content to make way for new content. You're not just limited to 1 or 2 gigabytes on a flash drive. You can actually add up to a 1.5 terabyte external hard drive on the BDP 320 and up to, I believe, a 32 gigabyte external flash drive on the BDP 120. Both are deep color. We have 14-bit video processing on the BDP 120, 16-bit video processing on the BDP 320. As we go up to the Elite line, we have our new BDP 23, which is also 16-bit video processing for 48-bit deep color support. Like the BDP 320, the BDP 23 has 1 gigabyte of internal storage, as well as having that same USB port that the 120 and the 320 share for adding external hard drives or external flash drives for additional storage space for BD Live content. The BDP 23 has a better build for the chassis than, say, the BDP 320, and it also has the addition of an RS-232 port on the back for custom control. And of course, you're probably familiar with our BDP 09 FD flagship model, which has been out for about a year now. This is in the $2,200 range versus the BDP 23 being in the $599 range. The BDP 09 has on board 8 Wolfson audio DACs, in addition to an independent power supply for audio and independent analog and digital video processing. This also incorporates the world-famous Marvell QDO video processor. This has parallel video outputs, so you can run HDMI and component at the same time, up to 1080i 60 Hz. Over HDMI, you would be able to run just by itself 1080p 24 or 1080p 60. What we're demonstrating here today is our PQLS function, which is unique to Pioneer in the industry. This is a process which eliminates jitter in audio reproduction. In other words, CDs, DVDs, or Blu-ray discs, there's the potential of jitter being introduced into the audio stream whenever you have multiple analog to digital, digital to analog processes involved. So on this BDP 23, for example, the audio is coming out over HDMI. It's already been processed internally on the player, but now it has to go into the receiver where it's processed again in order to get to the amplification stage and out to your speakers. Well, as clean as the processing is on both of these components, there is still the potential of distortion being introduced into the audio stream because the clocks on board both of these devices are operating at slightly different times. We've come up with a process by which the receiver can literally take control of the clock on board the player and resynchronize that audio to eliminate distortion in the signal. And we can demonstrate that with an oscilloscope here today. So currently what I'm doing is I'm playing a CD on the BDP 23 through this Elite receiver, the SC25, and I have our pulse quartz lock system PQLS turned off, and we'll take a look at the oscilloscope and look at what the signal looks like coming through that. So we'll take a pause and look at the display. So this is showing real time with the PQLS turned off. And then I'm going to stop the oscilloscope, turn PQLS on the receiver on, turn the oscilloscope back on, and now we can see how dramatically it's cleaned up the signal, eliminating jitter. This is something that's very audible on just about every CD you can imagine. The way it works in the line is on the BDP 120 and 320 models, PQLS is for 2-channel CD playback. When you get up to the Elite line, such as the BDP 23, you have multi-channel PQLS, which is effective for eliminating jitter in not just CDs, but multi-channel audio tracks for DVD, and even on Blu-ray discs. So regardless of the kind of content you're listening to, we can drastically improve upon that audio signal, cleaning up that jitter, making sure that you get an audiophile performance, even on a budget.